Kananaskis Whitewater is a community-built whitewater park in the edge of the Rocky Mountains. It is a gem in Alberta. It's world-renowned as a phenomenal piece of whitewater river.
Within Canada, every whitewater canoe kayak athlete that's gone to the Olympics has trained at the Kananaskis or raced at the Kananaskis.
The Kananaskis is a natural river, but it has human-made features, and those features have been expanded for the last 40 years.
There's something about people that are willing to put on, 5 mils of neoprene and jump into 4 degrees Celsius water that instantly makes you connected.
The whitewater community in Alberta is certainly resilient. We've had a lot of no's, we've had a lot of turmoils, and I feel like we're always turning it around.
In the last 5 years, there's been an explosion of river waves, and because of that, it's demonstrating again and again the value to the community, the value to the economy, the value to the environment.
We did an economic impact assessment, and it came up at around $32 million.
There's about 25,000 people that come rafting every season.
What the Kananaskis gives us is this year-round, consistent flows where people can learn, where people can train and play.
When you see kids getting into the sport, when you see all of the happiness that comes into people's lives, and how when people go to the river, they absorb that joy. And for some people, it is the best part of their life. And for a lot of people, it's the best part of their life. And they take that and it goes back into their families, it goes back into their relationships, it goes back to their work. And that spread of joy is one of the huge motivators for myself, and I know for other people. Prior to 2024, the river users of Kananaskis Whitewater have had an amazing relationship with TransAlta.
We always had consistent water through the year, and it was just how it was. There was never any question that it was going to be any different. Then it became quite apparent in the spring of 2023 that TransAlta's way of doing things was no longer going to be that way of doing things on the Kananaskis.
There's 2 areas where TransAlta is affecting the river. One is the flow times during the summer. So you need flows at certain times in order to have a business, in order for people to use the river. The second big issue is the maintenance. In order to maintain a whitewater park, you have to go into the river and do regular maintenance.
We all understood very quickly what this meant.
They want to run the river for market reasons only.
Maximizing the amount of money that they can get.
The focus is more on shareholders.
If the river only runs at night, we won't have a sport.
We can't go rafting.
They are no longer willing to support that.
There's been no help.
Cancel the national championship.
We're nothing to them.
We were so close to just losing all of it. We need to find a long-term solution.
And that's the job of the community leaders who are pushing these projects forward.
What we've found, especially in the last little while, is that, if we just work together, we're able to accomplish some pretty amazing things.
It's just a community getting together and making it all happen, which is so inspiring. Yeah.
We all want the river to be better. We all want there to be a better kayak feature, a better surf feature, a better raft feature. The last 20 years have been focused on infrastructure, and we're very, very close to the infrastructure being solid and there, and then the change can happen where it becomes a building of the sport and a building of the community around that sport.
I would love to see the Kananaskis River host international river surf competitions, to be one of the things when tourists travel and they land at the airport and someone says, "What brought you here?" and they say, "River surfing on the Kananaskis River."
Once you build one good wave, like one really good wave, it sparks other communities because they see it, they can go there and see the videos, they can see all the crowds, they can see the people enjoying it, and then they want to build it as well. Kananaskis Whitewater is a place built by Albertans for Albertans that is making the world a better place.